Jasmine Barmore, JasmineBarmore.
How do you place value on on your artwork? For example, these pieces here. Like how do you price them and how do you sell them?
I priced these based on the time that it took. This was a series done for my thesis, so the value to me was brought on to, this is like the final completion step of my 4-year career in college. So I chose to do something different with my life. I didn't go to just a regular school. I chose to go to an art school and invest my entire time in art and learning it and crafting it and just building that up. So this is my final sort of like rite of passage to the public. My first series of work, just kind of like stamping who I am. So to me, the price value is higher because it's my first. It's like my baby, like my first, you know. So it's like, you know, I can't just let it go because I learned a lot. It's like a testament of what I grew and learned for the 4 years that I was in college, you know. And
so you went through school for art, and now you teach art.
Yeah.
So tell us about how you went from, learning that this was something that you really wanted to do professionally, and then now you're actually sharing it with other people.
That grew with service. I started off like doing true school as a service learning volunteer, and that was my junior year, and I just fell in love with reaching out to youth, inspiring them through my artwork, and wanted to find a way to give back in that same way that somebody else did to me a long time ago at the same age. So for me, it just made more sense. Like, I guess, kind of sharing my, my testimony, I guess, throughout the time that I was going through it. That really does a lot as far as like figuring out what I want to do for the rest of my life. So to give that to somebody else that's, was in the same shoes I was in at their age, like, that's something valuable to me. I mean, a lot of stuff changes, with time. So I kind of like see it as like a mission too, to kind of like inspire people who may be interested in art because they're not interested in other things and they want to like express themselves. Well, to learn that there is a business out there that will embrace them, that they can creatively express themselves, doing what they love to do and what they're passionate for. Like, that takes people to kind of step up and tell them, let them spread the word, because a lot of times it's not as easy as, turning on the TV.
You gotta show them by example.
Right, you gotta show them an example. You gotta kind of outline it for them, because everybody else is around saying, oh, artists are starving, they're not really around, and it's like, it's not true. It's actually everywhere you go. You can't, in the cities or parks or wherever, in your school districts, in the system, it's wired with business, it's wired with everything. So